In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NFL games happening on August 26, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Chargers versus New Orleans Saints. The Saints host the Chargers on Friday night in the last game in the preseason where both teams are 0-2. The Chargers have high hopes this season, and while they have their franchise quarterback in Justin Herbert, they are in the killer AFC West, and their defense has question marks. That was the issue last season, and in the two preseason games, the Bolts have given up 60 points. The Saints have lost their two preseason games where their offense has only scored 23 points. Quarterback Jameis Winston has not taken a snap in preseason, coming back from an ACL tear last season, and head coach Dennis Allen said he would be fine if his first action is in Week 1, so do not expect to see the former #1 overall pick to see any action. The New Orleans Saints have lost 4 of their last 5 preseason games. The Saints racked up 10 points and 246 yards while allowing 20 points and 289 yards. In the losing effort, Ian Book threw for 113 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Book completed 16 of his 28 pass attempts. Book led the Saints with 49 rushing yards on 7 carries, while Chris Olave and Tony Jones Jr. combined for 48 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. John Bostic led the Saints with 6 tackles. Taco Charlton had 1 sack, and Marcus Fields had 1 pass deflection. The Los Angeles Chargers have lost each of their last 4 preseason games. The Chargers racked up 18 points and 296 yards while allowing 32 points and 242 yards. In the losing effort, Easton Stick threw for 134 yards and 1 touchdown, while Chase Daniel completed 13 of 21 passes. Stick led the Chargers with 24 rushing yards on 2 carries, while Joshua Palmer and Michael Brandy combined for 144 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Brandon Sebastian led the Chargers with 6 tackles. Joe Gaziano had 1 sack, and Carlo Kemp had 1 pass deflection. The Saints are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 6-0 in Chargers' last 6 games overall. The under is 6-1 in Saints' last 7 games overall. The over is 6-0 in the last 6 meetings. The Saints have had issues moving the pill in the preseason, and they have failed to cover the spread in their last 5 preseason games. However, look for that trend to be snapped in this game. Ian Book may play the whole game, like the last one, but look for the Saints to run the ball often, facing a Chargers run defense that struggled last season and has not looked good in the preseason. The Bolts will look to clean up some things, but I do not see Herbert and some other key players getting in the game. The Saints are deeper on defense, and that will be key in this game. The Los Angeles Chargers haven't played much defense through their first 2 preseason games, and now they have to go on the road for the first rhyme. The New Orleans Saints have had their issues as well, especially on the offensive side, but they're likely going to give Book the majority of the reps again at quarterback, and there's something about consistency there. Getting one quarterback for 2 straight games, the Saints offense has no choice but to show progress. New Orleans will take over in the second half and run the ball well, so the New Orleans Saints to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. New Orleans will continue to sit starting quarterback Jameis Winston as he recovers from an ACL injury, but will have Andy Dalton on the field after the veteran quarterback sat out last week's loss to Green Bay. Chargers star quarterback Justin Herbert is not likely to see action, and if he does, it will be limited. Both of these teams had underwhelming offensive performances last week, and I don't expect that to change. Plus, the under has cashed in 6 out of New Orleans' last 7 preseason games. As for the Chargers, the under had cashed in 6 of their last 9. Expect to see 2 tough defenses rule in this matchup with a low-scoring outcome. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New England Patriots versus Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders will host the New England Patriots on Friday night in the final preseason game for both teams. These two franchises are also scheduled to hold 2 days of joint practices before this game. Both teams went 10-7 during the 2021 regular season and dropped their opening playoff games. The Patriots picked up their first win of this preseason at home last week against the Panthers. The Raiders kept the momentum rolling with a tight 15-13 victory on the road in Miami. Las Vegas Vegas is now 3-0 this preseason and will look to finish out with a perfect preseason this week at home. The Las Vegas Raiders haven't played Derek Carr yet this preseason, but they have still found a ton of success. The Raiders are one of 2 teams to play 3 preseason games, and they have won all 3 games. Against the Jacksonville Jaguars, they won 27-11. Against the Minnesota Vikings, they won 26-20. And in the last game against the Miami Dolphins, they won 15-13. In the last game against the Dolphins, Jarrett Stidham, Chase Garbers, and Nick Mullins all took snaps under center. Mullins has since been traded to the Vikings, but I would expect to see Stidham and Garbers in this game. Stidham completed 7 of his 10 passes for 80 yards. Britton Brown had 9 rushes for 70 yards. On the other side of this matchup is the Patriots, who have gone 1-1 so far during the preseason. In the first game against the San Francisco Giants, they lost 23-21, and in the last game against the Carolina Panthers, they won 20-10. In the last game against the Panthers, Mac Jones completed 4 of his 8 passes for 61 yards. Bailey Zappe had the most playing time and completed 16 of his 25 passes for 173 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Lil Jordan Humphrey has also made a strong case for making the roster, catching 5 passes for 71 yards. The Patriots are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. The Raiders are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games on grass. The road team is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The Patriots are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. There are a lot of familiar faces in Sin City this weekend. Bill Belichick and his Patriots make their way to Las Vegas to face ex-offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders have been rolling this preseason to a perfect 3-0 record, all without showcasing any of their star offensive talents. This includes Derek Carr, Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren Waller, who have all been watching from the sidelines over the course of this last month of preseason games. Former Patriot Jarrett Stidham has battled all preseason, helping Las Vegas get to this record, and has earned himself a backup quarterback job because of it. Britton Brown has been very good in the ground game all preseason, and I expect to see more of this against the Patriots. I figure that Stidham has seen a lot of the defensive sets that Belichick will throw at him, considering he's a former Patriot who regularly went up against the first-team defense in scout team drills. Mac Jones will most likely sit, and if not, he will not be in there for long. This means that we will see a lot of Brian Hoyer and Bailey Zappe for New England. Hoyer is a seasoned vet who does not care much about these preseason games since he's already locked up the backup quarterback position. Zappe I like, but I think Stidham is the better player at this point in time. The Patriots' receiving core is weak, and if the Raiders can key in on stopping Lil Jordan Humphrey, I believe the Patriots' offense will struggle to move the ball, especially considering how well the Raiders' defense has played this preseason under new defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. The most intriguing aspect of this matchup is the meeting between Belichick and McDaniels. Although each of these men would like to beat the other, neither wants to risk too much on the last dress rehearsal before the regular season. I'm going to give the slightest edge to the Raiders due to the home field advantage and amount of former Patriots on the roster, which should provide motivation. The Raiders have had good quarterback playing heading into this game, and I expect that will continue here. 2 games ago they scored 26 points, and I expect their offense is going to find success again here. Las Vegas only 13 points in the last game, and they will defend enough here. So the Las Vegas Raiders to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Raiders combined for 28 points with the Dolphins last week, and the Patriots combined for just 30 points with the Panthers. One of the more interesting position battles in this game will be between the rookie running backs on both sides fighting for a role on the team. Expect to see both teams giving the running game ample opportunities and using conservative play calling. The Raiders' scoring output has dropped each game, and I expect to see that continue. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.